You okay? Right, you're a good girl, aren't you? You're a good girl. So you're probably wondering why I had the intro with Jessie, my dog. I got some bad news, but I'll tell you in a minute. I'm going to go through a few sales and show you what the room's like at the moment. It is getting clear. Mainly, it's just mess, like rubbish and all that. But it's almost clear in here. So yeah, I'm going to just show you what I've sold first over the last day. Obviously, I did one yesterday, but I'm going to show you 4 items that I've sold, and also something I'm having trouble finding, and I really don't want to buy one off eBay, but it looks like I'll have to because I can't find one. I will be showing you in the room in a minute. I have got some stuff I've been cleaning off the top of the wardrobe, and obviously it's the Goosebumps books. I have got a load more. I've been trying to collect these and find them without buying the ones I'm missing, but I've got to the stage where I can't be bothered. I don't even know how many I've got. I've probably got about 70% of the collection. You can get around about 300 quid. Yeah, 200 to 300 quid, obviously in condition. Probably more if they're in mint condition, but some of them aren't. And yeah, I've been trying to pick them up. I've found some in charity shops. I found 2 lots of big bundles at a car boot, but for like a year and a half, I have not picked up any, except for one at bookshop. So yeah, I've gave up. I can't be bothered. And yeah, once I'm cleaning out this room, I just feel like, yeah, I'm just gonna get rid. But we're gonna go through some sales from today and like evening yesterday, because I did do some sales yesterday. And yeah, we have got 2 on a Vinted, which one's a good one and one's just hardly nothing. This one is these Build-A-Bear shoes. I picked them up together. I think I paid £1, so 50p each, and I sold them for 3 quid. They're not worth that much, I just wanted to get rid, a couple of quid, don't mind, it all adds up. The next item I have just literally sold because I've just came back from dropping off the parcels from yesterday, and I've sold some of the Nike Lunia 2 Academy boots. These are the ones with the sock, size 10.5. Obviously got them from the outlet. Go and check them videos out if you want to. It's another way of trying to resell stuff, and you don't have to worry about people saying, oh, it's broke or blah blah blah. I think these were like 50% off, so I think I paid about £22, and they've sold for £42. I lowered the price on them because it's not football season. Well, it is still football season because they're still playing, aren't they? But when it comes to summer, people don't tend to really bother with football boots. But yeah, I'm going to make 20 quid profit on them, so it's better than nothing. As you know, I picked up a load of like vintage T cards and war cards and stuff like that. I think I paid 10 quid for the whole bundle. I had a load of phone cards, which they're all on. Napoleon uniform cards, which is the full set. I found out they're a full set. American Civil War cards, and I didn't know if I could sell them or not because obviously of the flag, but you can. And also I had a few like tickets from football matches. One was Northern Ireland versus England, or England versus Northern Ireland, and there's some Shrewsbury ones and stuff like that. I think there's 6 in total. Put them on for 4 quid, and somebody bought them straight away. So yeah, obviously a collector of them. The last item is something that I just sold literally in the last half an hour. While I was out, I had a sale for the Soldier Stream. This is the one where it's got the whole kit and it's got the bottles and the box. I picked it up for £7 in one of the charity shops, and I've had it for quite a while. It's worth about 30 to 40 quid because obviously box and the bottles. The bottles you can sell for 15 quid by themselves. I had 3 of them, I think. And I've had loads of interest, people not giving me offers, but me giving loads of offers. And I had them on for £39.99. I've been giving people £25 offers and stuff like that. And I thought, oh, here we go. They're not going to sell. It's just something that maybe no one's going to use them, are they? The only people I can think who would be buying them are collectors of SoulStream, which is very, very niche, and maybe obviously film crews, obviously TV crews, obviously because it's a 1970s, 80s one. Maybe they could use it for in the background of like a film or TV program. But I got a sale and I sold it for full price. So all these offers I've gave for like basically half price of what I'm selling it for now, I just sold it for full price, $39.99. So nice little sale to brighten up the day. For the last day, I have been trying to find some chargers for this. I have basically stripped the house thinking I've got to have one of these chargers. A couple of weeks ago, I picked up 2 cameras for £1.50 each, thinking they were worth about 25 quid. And it was these. Not knowing that these ones are very sought after and limited edition, I think. And yeah, they are Coolpix 2600, well S2600. They both got the batteries, but I haven't got a charger. Is it one of the ones where you got to buy a charging block for them and then obviously charge that way? Buy one of these like complete. It comes with a cable and a charging block, but this can also be charged without the block, so you can just plug it in. The thing is, it's an old like Android one, so it's that one, if you can see. And I have got every other single Android charger, similar size, but not that one. It's tiny. I've got ones that are a bit longer, ones that are a bit fatter. And I can't find one. I dropped off my son and I went to my secret charity shop because they have a big box of like chargers, batteries, so and so on. And I thought I found one, but it doesn't fit. So then I went to a phone shop, you know, like ones that sell chargers and that, you know, one of these ones where they sell cases and batteries and all that lot. And they didn't have one because of the age. I have looked on eBay and all that. You're looking around about 5 quid to get a charger for one of these. So it looks like I will be getting one of them. I can either get the charger, that's the cable, or I can get the battery block. I think I'm going to get the battery block. I think they go for around about 6 quid. And I think it's going to be worth it anyway, because with the battery block, I can sell this easily for about 90 quid. I'm going to show you my room now before I talk about the main thing and why I might not be doing many videos this week, especially near the end of the week. But yeah, we're going to show you the room. Obviously the table, that's always empty. Down there is a mess. That is just all rubbish. So don't worry about that. All there is just empty stuff. That is all listed. Them things are just going to be shoved in the shed. I might just give them to the charity shop. There's the Goosebumps books. They were all up there. And as you can see, they are not there now. I've got a Buzz Lightyear thing that's for my son's toy when I got him ages ago, so I've kept the box for that. Pair of my Jordan shoes, which are real. MetaQuest, couple of empty boxes for the PlayStation 5 controllers, and there's Kirsty's little thing she gave me. I bought a new frame, but I haven't done it yet. Obviously on the table, just showed you them. There's obviously the Batman, what I need to do. This is the Ninjago one. This is getting retired. It's like a big dragon thing. So that's pretty cool. I need to go and get a light bulb for that. So that's a twisty one, like a candle one. Obviously there's a goat. That's me, the legend goat. And obviously, yeah, the Legos. The Lego, yeah, that'll be done when it's done. Other than that, all the phones have gone. They've all been listed. Obviously, that's all listed. Them clothes haven't been done yet. And then that. So we've got that, and then the room is clear. Basically, obviously I've got to do that, but I told you in a previous video that it's not gonna be done for a long time because I've made about 300 quid off all that stuff already. The reason why I'm sad, and I know I'm gonna start crying. I'm doing it already, but I can feel it. Oh god, you know my channel, it obviously is all to do with reselling. If you followed me before, then I'm pretty truthful. I'm pretty, you know, down to earth, honest. I will tell you if anything's on my mind, good or bad. wear my heart on my sleeve and all that stuff. And it's not just a channel about me reselling. That is what it mainly is. But if something happens in my life which can affect me, I want to share it. And it's not because I just want to get people to feel sorry for me and stuff like that, because sometimes it can reflect in videos. Some people don't want to show the personal life, and I understand that. Some people do. You're watching somebody and for a long time, you sort of get to know the person, and when there's something wrong or they're not acting the same, or and some people don't want to tell what's wrong with them, or if something's gone bad. I've had dogs all my life. Yeah, I'm 43 years old now. I was going to have a shave before this video and everything. I'll probably have it before I go and play football later tonight. I've had dogs all my life, and I love dogs. Dogs. I say if you've never had a dog, you can't get a dog. Especially if you're lonely as well. But they're great for kids as well. And over the last 3 years since I've been reselling, and a lot of you have joined me because of reselling, I've had my dad die, obviously. I've had Monty die, which was my dog, which was hard. It was very hard for my son. He died in the house, he's buried in the back garden. Obviously my dad's ashes are in the back garden as well. We've had a murder in the house where I'm sure Fluffy, the one guinea pig, killed the other one because Snowy was just dead in the cage. And yeah, I don't know why, because there was nothing wrong with her. I'm sure she's a murderer, but anyway. And I've got one dog left, and that's Jessie, the dog you saw at the start. Yeah, she's a German Shepherd, and she's been in Kai's life all his life. Kai has not known another dog. He knew Monty. Monty was my dog, but then Monty really, really was in love with Kai. They was like button buddies. I'll just see if I can put a picture up of what they were like. They used to sleep together, when he was younger and everything. Like, yeah, Jessie's a bit more like aware of stuff. She didn't like getting fussed. She like getting a stroke and that, but she kept away from Kai when he was younger because, kids are kids. You could do anything to Monty. He don't care. You could pull his cheeks, jump on him, wrestle with him, and he'll just play. If you've had a boxer, you know what they're like. They're just crazy nutters. They love that stuff. Where Jessie was a bit more placid, she'd like a bit of attention, but when she's had enough, she'll move away. She was more my dad's dog. And obviously when Monty died, I think Jessie sort of lost a bit of herself because they were bosom buddies. Jessie used to lick Monty to death. Always laying next to each other, licking Monty, all, his face, his cheeks, his ears. God knows, she wouldn't leave him alone sometimes. And yeah, she's old now. She's old. She's almost 13 years old. And if you don't know much about like German Shepherds, Alsatians, they have problems with their back legs. It's a known fact. Their legs go. And they've been going for a while and not too bad. She struggled to get up, but not really, really bad. But now she's really struggling. She had to do this like circle a few times to try and get up. One of her legs is just completely gone. She can walk on them fine, but she's not walking good. She can't walk. She'll walk to go outside, to do a wee or something. No, you can't take her for walks or anything. She'll just collapse. But over the last couple of weeks, she hasn't been the same. One thing about Jessie, she was a greedy pig. She's always been a greedy pig. She'll eat anything, right? And she used to obviously keep away from Kai. She'll let him touch her and everything like that. But like since Monty died, she's showing a lot more affection to Kai. Obviously, Kai's older as well, and she loves affection now. She loved getting stroked. She'll turn on her side. You do this like little thing. I used to do this, and obviously kind of where you do this, and then she'll go like that and turn on her side, and then just leave her paws up like that, so you stroke my belly. And she loved it. And Kai used to do that all the time. But the last couple of weeks, she's not been herself at all. She looks very like just stares at you like, who are you? I don't know if she's got dementia or nothing. I don't know. How do you tell a dog's got dementia? But she doesn't see herself. First thing that I notice is Jessie's deaf, and she has always had problems with ears. Been to obviously the vets loads of times, had loads of stuff, tried to fix her ears, and obviously just have drops now. And she used to always shake her head. Every month you get to a stage and she'll just like shake her head and like scratching her ears, so we give her these drops and it eases. But she's been deaf for quite a while now, and obviously that never affected her. And she always used to whine, like not whine for no reason, but always used to whine if she used to want to go out or stuff like that. She stopped whining. She used to come up to me when I was on the sofa. If I lay down, she used to put her head like on the sofa, and because she loves getting her nose rubbed, and she doesn't want to do that anymore. She don't want to turn over, get her belly rubbed, if you do the little thing that I used to do. And she stopped eating. She's just hardly eating at all, and that's always a massive telltale sign that there's something wrong with the dog. If they're not eating, that is a good way of knowing this. I'm not saying they're going to die, but there's a good sign that, it could be something wrong with the dog. We've left it for a couple of weeks to see if she's got bear, and she's not got bear. She's very distant. Her eyes are really bad as well. They're gunking up all the time. Her eyes look glazed, if you know what I mean. They're not. She's not blind because obviously she knows where she's going, but she's just stares into the into the thin air, and she doesn't seem like she knows who we are. Doesn't do any of the stuff. She needs to eat anything. Literally, she'll eat anything that you throw to her. She needs to come up to Kai a few weeks ago. We had a takeaway and she was just there. She knew I had a Domino's. I won't give anybody my Domino's. I'll eat it. But Kai doesn't eat the crust, and she's just there knowing that Kai's going to get some, give some crust. Not now. And we're going to go and put on Friday we're putting it down. I know it's going to happen. She's almost 13. Monty was 13. But it's not fair on her. Obviously Monty was, when he died, he was pretty much the same all the way. We knew there was something wrong with him, but he didn't stop eating. He was fine. He was walking. He was himself as always. But Jessie's really struggling. Last night, she struggled to get up. I mean, literally, she struggled. And then she gets out of breath. And it's not fair on her. Just for her legs. And also all the other things. And she's a big dog. You've seen her. She's a big dog. She's heavy. Monty was big, but she's bigger than Monty was. And obviously, Kai's stopping with me this week again. Because on Friday, we're going to get her put down. And I don't want Kai to be his mom's or something. Because she obviously goes to his mom's on Tuesday and Wednesday. So I messaged her saying, can I have Kai this week because Jessie's getting put down. She even knows who Jessie is because I was with her when I had Jessie. And she's just outside enjoying her life. I think that's the only piece she's getting at the moment. And obviously I spoke to the school and they said it's fine. Kai's going to have the day off on Friday because I don't want Kai going to school and then she's not there, you know, and he hasn't said goodbye, you know, goodbye. It's a bit different going to school, and I don't, you know what I mean. He's not going to be the same. He'll just be crying all the way, you know, through school, knowing that Jessie's not going to be there. So I think she's getting put down around about 2:30, and yeah, I'm not going in. I'm not going in. I've done it before. It's horrible. One of my dogs fought the vet when she was dying. I've done it with 2 boxes previously, and it's horrible. I don't want Kai going there. Kai's already asked if he can go, and I went, no, it's horrible, Kai. Yeah. He's already had Monty die in front of him, you know, well, die when he was asleep, and he woke me up saying Monty's dead because he wanted to stay downstairs and be with him. And I went, he's not going to die today. He's not going to die. He's still got plenty of life in him. And then he obviously stayed up. And yeah, Monty died. I don't know. It was early hours in the morning. He stayed up. He just had a sixth sense Monty was going to die. It's crazy. But yeah, but on Friday, I probably won't be doing a video, of course. Don't know how many videos I'll be doing this week. I'll probably do a few videos. Obviously, I'm not going out anywhere. Just showing you what's sold maybe in the days. I've got a jumbo sale at the weekend, so you might be lucky. I don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday, I can't remember. It's somewhere else. So that will probably be the only video I'll do at the weekend. When it comes to car boots, I told you I'm not doing them until I've got this stuff cleared. Like I said, this stuff will be cleared probably today or tomorrow. And then I'll be going into the other room and doing that. So maybe, well, I know for a fact at the end of the week I won't be doing anything. It's going to be weird. Jessie's not here anymore. And you know, you can go up and stroke her and everything, but yeah, I'll probably just do something with Kai. Try and keep his mind off it, you know, because it's going to be tough. I mean, to be fair, I'm more upset than he is. I'm just a big wimp when it comes to dogs. It's always the same. Even my mom's crying, and she's not, you know, she doesn't want no more dogs, and I got to respect her. You know, I've had dogs all my life, but over the last few years, obviously dealing with my dad, obviously Monty and Jessie, they've been incontinent as well. So, you know, you can't even get to the door before they wee or poo. Jessie used to jump all over the sofas, wreck them, you know, not bite them or nothing, but with claws. The leather sofas were a bit wrecked. So, yeah. My mum wants to, you know, do up the house and make it all nice, and it's a bit tight. It hasn't been decorated for 15 years, so, you know, getting new sofas, getting new carpet, decorating and all that lot. And I want to do the same as well up here. Obviously, swapping rooms. Obviously, I want to decorate the front room as well. That's why I'm getting rid of all this stuff, because I knew Jessie would be. I always said that I thought Jessie would be. It'd be her last year. I thought she would have lasted a bit longer than Monty, to be fair, because she's been fine. Like, obviously her legs, but she's never been in pain. She's never squealed or been like in pain. But yeah, it's one of them things, isn't it? It's just one of them things. So yeah, Friday definitely will be doing a video. When I do the jumbo sale, I probably won't even talk in it. I'll probably just say hi, I'm at the jumbo sale, and then I'll just go around with the prices. Because I'll be still upset, you know. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. I know it's not the cheerfulest, the happiest of videos, but I thought I'd tell you, just in case you're wondering where the videos are, because obviously I do daily videos most of the time. But yeah, I'm probably going to have a week off from videos this week. I might do the odd one, might do one on Wednesday or something, you know, give it a couple of days. So, you know, I don't want to really do a what sold like tomorrow and there's been like a couple of sales. Is what's the point in that? And there's nothing really happening, is there? I'm not going anywhere, so yeah, probably have tomorrow off, and then Wednesday I might do what sold. Show you how far I've got along, if I've cleared this room, if I'm, you know, if I found something else. Maybe have some charges to show if they work on obviously YouTube. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you when I see you.